Well, y'all, here I am making dog beds for the rescue and thinking about humans again and how inappropriately ridiculous we are sometimes. And how people just have got where they think they can just say whatever they want to say whenever they want to say it and there's no consequences. Well, sometimes you say things to folks and there is consequences. And you should be ready for that. If you're going to open your big fat mouth and run it off, you should be ready for the consequences such as me. Anybody like me. And you need, you know what? If people got the daggum nerve to say shit to you, you ought to be able to say it back to them. And I just believe that. Today, I went up to the doctor's office to get my little foster pug, Harley, some good toothpaste, because they got some up there that really makes him smell good. And his mouth smells. He's got meth breath. Okay, and he doesn't do drugs or anything like that. But he's got meth breath. He smells like a Streets of Raleigh wino. I mean, his breath it will knock you down. Okay, so we're working on gonna get it fixed, but it is pretty bad. So anyway, I'm up there and I'm checking out. And there's this other lady there, and I recognize who she is. She's a local breeder that just breeds dogs over and over and over and over again, breeds them till their uterus falls out, and then dumps them off. And, you know, I don't really care for her anyway. I'm going to put it out there. I don't care for her. Not necessarily because she's a breeder. I don't agree with breeding, but I don't care for her because she's just a mouthy little mouth. And, you know, and of course I'm a big fat mouth too, so I'm sure that both of us are like bull's button heads. Anyway, I'm checking out and getting my meth mouth dog some toothpaste, and she says, $17? I wish my vet bill was $17. Last month it was $800, and the last year it was $10,000 or $12,000. I said, well, that's not a bad cost for breeding dogs, is it? You're making a profit off of it, so if you know, that's cost of running your business, isn't it? I sure would like for rescues to only have to spend $10,000 a year on dog care. That would be great. And she went on about her dogs, and I said, well, you know, honey, that's okay. You keep on breeding, and I'll keep on rescuing, and we'll just leave it at that. So I left her be. But I'm thinking, you know, here you are up here complaining about spending $10,000 a year on these dogs that you have. She had, by the way, she had two of them out there in her car with just hugely pregnant. And she was there to get a puppy count to see how many puppies she had, because I'm sure she's ready to push them off and sell them. But, you know, I thought, you know, don't stand up here and complain about spending $10,000 a year on your dogs that you breed over and over and over again and make a profit off of them. That's just asinine. Especially when I'm up there and I'm spending $17 because I happen to think about it. My rescue would pay for it. I don't care. But I was like, you know, I'm probably going to use this medicine and this toothpaste on my dogs too. I'm not going to make my rescue pay for medicine that I'm going to use on my dogs as well. Well, actually, it's not medicine. It's toothpaste, but it does smell good, and I really like it. And it helps with Ace's little stinky breath too. So, and Tater, you know, and Tater eats things that he ought not to eat that makes him stink. But seriously, you know, I mean, just shut up. Nobody cares. It's just like the same thing with people in class. You know, there's always somebody in class that's got to share their experience with you about stuff. Well, that is until you get to psych and STDs, and ain't no damn body got a thing to say no more about that, because nobody wants to talk about sex and sexually transmitted diseases and psychiatric problems, but they'll tell you all about the mama's CHF and all. Nobody cares. But I mean, not that nobody cares about the mama's sick. Now, don't get me all wrong. People care about your mama being sick and all that, but don't nobody care about hearing your story, your band camp story. Just leave it there. All right. So, my next thing, and this is all I got today. Now I know I'm on a bandwagon, soapbox, whatever you call it. But the next thing is, I mean, seriously, folks, you know, people live in their house the way they want to live, right? You ain't got to live there. You don't. You ain't got to live there. You ain't got to go there. So shut up. Don't go around talking about how many dogs somebody has in their house, how many cats somebody has in the house, how many parakeets somebody has in the house, any of that stuff. Now, if they got rats and a mess like that, you might can talk to them. Talk about it. But still, it ain't none of your business. It is none of your business. So let's reverse it up. Now, and I love children, so don't get your butt, all you people with kids, don't get butt hurt. That's a choice. And I'm proud for y'all for having kids. But what if somebody that didn't have kids but had a bunch of dogs in their house went up to somebody that had kids and said, "Hey, you got all those kids in your house? Those nasty little hands touching everything and slobbering and snot all over and peeing all on the side of the commode and, oh, your house must be nasty." Kind of inappropriate, ain't it? Well, guess what? It's just as inappropriate for somebody, and I've had this happen recently. Somebody come up to me, don't know me from a Dick's Hat Band, and said, "How do you have all them dogs in your house? Your house must be so nasty." Well, shit, y'all ain't been in my house. You don't know whether it's nasty or not. And guess what? Even if it is, I'm the one that's got to live in it. You ain't. So y'all, be kind to each other. Because doggone it, you go there and you run your big ass mouth about stuff that you ought not be running your mouth about, and then you mess around and get butt hurt, and then, hell, if you were TV, it'd be all over the TV. So, just be kind to each other, watch what you say, and you might not get butt hurt. Right? Well, that's all I got. I just happen to think and chat while I'm making dog beds. I ain't got nothing else, y'all. That's it. Have a good day.